My name is Sandra. To start off, please close your eyes. Imagine planet Earth as a grain of sand on a beach. That beach is our galaxy. There are 10 to 50 billion planets out there suitable for life in our galaxy alone. So imagine all the other grains of sand possibly containing life on that beach. You can now open your eyes. My main point is, why not believe in the possibility of other life? Before we dive into the mystery of other life potentially existing, let's go over some historical context and consider how the term extraterrestrial life, came to life. For that, we need to go back to the year 1947, when the first game-changing UFO sighting happened. In Washington, a man named Kenneth Arnold was flying his small plane when he saw 9 fast objects zipping through the sky. He reported their movements as saucers skipping on water. But the newspaper made a mistake and wrote it out as the objects being shaped as flying saucers. From then on, the term flying saucer was born. UFO sightings increased in the following years, and many projects took place to identify these phenomena. But none of them became as well known as Project Blue Book, which collected over 12,000 sightings during the time they were active from 1952 to 1969. Most are classified as identified, which generally meant objects of earthly origin, or man-made objects like aircraft or weather balloons, but the remaining 6% stayed unidentified. It wasn't clear that they were from Earth or some man-made or astronomical phenomenon. Pressured by the public, the US government ordered a panel to review these sightings. They came up with the following 3 conclusions. 1. 90% of them were identified. 2. They didn't pose any clear threats. And 3. There was no evidence to prove the UFO theory correct. Now, you might think, hold on, rewind. Why did UFO sightings suddenly start after Project Blue Book and after the sci-fi genre started? Well, that's because sci-fi did introduce UFOs and extraterrestrial beings. Movies, books, hoaxes. They all contributed to the sudden increase in UFO sightings. That's because people jumped to conclusions when they saw something strange in the sky. Now you might think that UFOs are simply fake invented creatures from the sci-fi genre. But consider this. UFOs appeared before the sci-fi genre. Cave paintings and inscriptions from ancient times may hint towards extraterrestrial life visiting our planet way before movies, books, and hoaxes even existed. Here's one example I found really interesting. This case's evidence comes from a museum in Cancun, Yucatan, in Mexico. Neil Steed, an archaeologist, studied over 6,000 bricks, some of which are in the museum. He found that most of them had Mayan or other inscriptions on them, but 499 of them had unknown marks. Those unknown marks were identical to Roman marks originating from the Sahara from around the same time. The author of the book which contains this case made the following argument. How did identical marks appear on 2 different continents before the discovery of the Americas? I argue that other life visiting Earth might just be the answer. Apart from ancient cases, let's hop back to the present. Recently, UFOs have been replaced by a new name, UAPs. So why the change from UFO to UAP? According to an interview with an astronomer that teaches at Columbia University in New York, the new acronym UAP is meant to erase the social stigma surrounding the term UFO, so people don't think of green men with black eyes flying in disc-shaped saucers. The new UAP acronym now stands for Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena to include cases of objects spotted in the air, land, or on water. For example, recent videos from the US Navy have been formally claimed by the US government to feature unidentified objects, and were released to the public. Mr. Grush is a former US Navy pilot with experience in confidential projects regarding UAPs. He recently left the US government and testified at court, stating that the government is illegally holding back information from the public. Additionally, he also said that they were hiding a retrieved aircraft. Apart from the US government, NASA studies on UAPs also revealed important information in their published report. Other life was not proven to exist, but the fact that they might exist is still possible. In short, more information and research is still needed. Meanwhile, SETI, or the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, is now using AI to help spot unusual data in huge data sets. But there's still room for improvement. AI is being trained to spot signs of life on rocks, currently displaying 90% accuracy. So, with AI helping humans out, NASA diving deeper, the US government possibly hiding things, social stigma, strange cases, and ancient mysteries. Altogether, UFOs, spacecraft, flying saucers, or UAPs, whatever you want to call them, remain a mystery. Besides, Aristotle once said, "In all things of nature, there is something of the marvelous." But here's my takeaway for you. Do some research on UAPs, read a news article, watch a video, maybe watch another TEDx talk on this topic. Just be curious. And please, take a minute to consider, are there other grains of sand containing life on that beach? Why not believe in other life? Thanks for listening.